I'll be honest with you. I don't care where you come from. Doing the right thing for kids, it takes a whole lot of work. Oh, yeah. But when you're talking about kids who are straddling the fence and at any given day could go negative or go positive, that's when it matters most, even if you don't have the money. And people look at you like you was crazy. Sometimes you just have to step up and be a coach. You see, in Ohio, football is religion.
Columbus, Ohio, for a Big Ten game.
Win or lose. When I was a kid, my mother, she would say, Clarence Kaiser, let's go. The game started. That's all we did is watch Ohio State on a black and white TV that only had 3 channels.
Juggles the ball for a second, but holds on for a 39-yard
I was so fascinated. I studied the game, position by position, offense and defense, all the fundamentals. So that when I started playing Pee Wee football, I was small, but mighty. Back then, Akron was the rubber capital of the world. Everything from airplane tires to race car tires. But in the 70s, the rubber company started leaving town, and the dynamics of Akron changed tremendously. A lot of people lost their jobs. The crime rate went up, and I started seeing it with my own eyes on the east side of Akron. Coming up in a single-parent home, 5 kids, the hood, as they would call it. People say, you were poor? I never knew what poor was. Oh, yeah. My mother made sure of that. My mom was my heart. She opened her doors to anybody, and I know that was a trait of my mother that fell on me. Anything you ask me for, I'm there for you. And so I did all kinds of, odds and ends jobs, coaching football, the Akron East Dragons, and then I worked at a children's home and a funeral home at the same time. Yes, sir. The opportunity to be there for families that was grieving, that was important. But once I opened that body bag and started seeing kids that I knew personally from the children's home, and I mean, that weighs on you tremendously. It got so bad, I was burying kids day in and day out, and I realized that I was obligated to do something to save as many as I possibly could. But how do you get these kids out of the inner city and surround them with positive role models? I started thinking about it. Contacted a friend of mine, Andre Young. He was coaching in Columbus, Ohio, the Eastland Vikings. And Andre say, I know a guy in Michigan, Mike West.
And my team was the Lansing Blackhawks.
And then Mike knew Harry.
Harry Little, gentleman from Cleveland, Ohio. And he said, we're having a meeting of the minds and you need to be here.
And we actually met at a McDonald's.
Well, McDonald's was Harry's decision. It was really close to the highway, so it was a good spot for me.
I got there was an individual from Louisville, which was George LaPrade. There was Clarence Kaiser, Andre Young, and Harry Little. We just began conversing.
You would have believed we had been friends and knew each other for years.
For us, we realized we're all facing the same problem, just different area codes.
Young black kids, just being a statistic, drugs and alcohol and gang violence and in and out of the prison.
And that's all you know, then you think this is the whole world.
We started brainstorming.
So Andre takes out an ink pen, and the McDonald's napkins that we had from our food, he's writing notes on it.
You know, we want to provide them athletic activity. We want to give them an opportunity to meet kids outside of their socioeconomic background.
It was gonna be a round robin. Everybody was gonna get a turn to host it.
Lansing, Michigan, Akron, Ohio, Columbus, Cleveland, Louisville, Kentucky.
A traveling Pee Wee football competition.
We'll call it the Midwest Youth Classic. And we was like, yeah, that sounds great.
Only teams that traveled were rich teams in the suburban areas. These predominantly white teams played in stadiums. We played in neighborhood parks, rocks in the fields.
The mission was clear.
These kids were going to get an experience
That would help propel them into a greater destiny.
It's not just the wins and losses. It's about helping these kids reach their full potential, however we have to do it.
Andre, he was the brave one.
I was the experiment or guinea pig. To go from something on a napkin to having thousands of kids running around.
It was like,
Okay, let's do this. 1999, we had the first classic. And I mean, we hit the pavement, call it hustling. We hustled every way we could
tried to get donations where we could.
to come up with the money to pay for buses and hotels, being scrappy.
It was full confidence we were gonna make it happen.
And when the bus came up, they were excited. They were like, we're going to Ohio.
When they pulled up and seen the hotel, I think a lot of them believed like, whew, I'm in the NFL.
Oh, the games were intense.
First time we going down there looking and seeing them kids, they was bigger than us. They was bigger than us, but they wasn't as good of us though. Midwest Classic. That was something to remember, man.
So Andre pulled it off. And then year two, we had in Lansing, Michigan.
I never really been out the city of Akron, so when he told us that we were going to Michigan to play a football game, we thought we was going to play the Super Bowl.
That was the year we said, you know what, let's put cheerleading in.
I don't know that I wanted to coach, but Clarence Kaiser, he is my uncle, and he kind of volunteered me. I did see young girls who needed positive role models. You know, it was like, if not us, then who?
Each year we grew. From Akron to Louisville, we introduced Black Academic Challenge, the Gospel Fest, a food bank. It became a whole community project.
It was just like a jigsaw puzzle. I mean, the pieces just fit together so good.
Everyone from state to state had bought into it, packing stadiums.
I honestly don't know how he pulled it off, but
It was wild, but it worked. Give me a minute, because this gets emotional. The year we were supposed to go to Cleveland, I got a call. Harry Little, the next to host it, passed away. It was sudden, you know.
It was like my heart fell into my stomach because, you know, Harry was a piece of me.
It was definitely a blow, especially for the Classic.
Without Harry, we called it off, canceled the Classic. I always believed someone was gonna step up and pick up the torch. And I guess that's where I dropped the ball, because that didn't happen.
40 years old, still be able to play.
Yeah. It's like how you said about LeBron. When he played football, he was ridiculous. That boy played Pee Wee football before he even knew about the basketball. That's our big argument in town when everybody's somebody, you know LeBron James? I say, yeah. I say, but I cut him right off and say, you better in football. But this is you, my man. You remember this schedule?
Yep. All sketched out on a McDonald's napkin.
Napkin. Ain't that something?
Yep.
Like you say, it was just a vision.
Yep.
How we pulled it off to this day, I can't even tell you. Because we definitely didn't have the finances. Okay, we definitely didn't have that.
We balled on a budget.
Yeah. Ain't that something? It's saddening, but I see a lot of the Midwest tournaments and so forth that goes on in this area, and it's all about winning is everything. I wish that they would have continued what we did and offered more than just a game. Because to this day, we are still dealing with the same problem. I had a brilliant young lady, a part of my youth program, and she was just riding in a car, caught driving through a crossfire of two gangs. A bullet struck her in her head and killed her. That day, we lost 7 to incarceration and 1 to the cemetery. My mother, she would always say, there's more you could do. No matter how rough it gets, today can be the day you make a difference.
Taco! Try your feet, try your feet!
Huh? You didn't?
Dang, look at
Look,
that.
here, see?
Okay.
Here, you see this?
Oh, let's go. Hey, Coach Kaiser.
Hey, stay right where you at.
Man, we're gonna get the classic back. This man gonna get the classic back.
I'm open for everything. Like I told you, I compare people as an open book.
Here's the key. You get you about 5 people who's committed. Do it, put together a retreat.
Yeah.
Sit down, map it out. I'm gonna do this for the kids, then you jump on it. You ready to steer head.
No, for sure.
My man.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, this ain't this how it went.
Hey,
Ain't
that's
this
how they
how we
always
get
do.
them.
I was you
mind.
before.
But the thing
Hey,
is, I'm built
hey,
for
hey.
it. I'm built for it. I'm
And
built
I got
for
you
it, though.
I got you assistant for cheerleaders.
Hey,
You got it.
I'm built for this,
Okay,
man.
you built.
When I was younger, I used to look forward to going to practice, man. You know, just to tell somebody what was going on for the day. Because a lot of kids ain't had a dad, you know, but we needed somebody to talk to if we needed to talk. Now that I'm coaching, I want to be that safe space to them before it's too late.
When I can look at all the kids that went through my program, Mike Bickley, for example, see him caring, giving back to today's children. Wow, I could talk forever about that. Bring it in.
On me. Everybody. Hard work on 3, hard work on me. 1, 2, 3, hard! Who got my back?
You know, I believe that there's an impact of what we're teaching these kids that goes way beyond football. The sports is just a tool to get you through life. If you're doing the right thing for kids, I don't care what your name is, they're gonna call you coach. And they call you coach because you are making an impact in their lives. To say, I'm taking thousands of inner city kids, 400 miles, all across the Midwest, just to play Pee Wee football. I'm not gonna say we're crazy, but
If not us, then who?
So what are you gonna do? That's my challenge to you.
that's one of the points when people say, well, how you guys do it? We say on a napkin.